What's going on, gamers? We got an interesting video here by Doc Dark. I always like his straightforward camera custom content. He likes to do that. Different angle too, different take. I like his sunny persona, sometimes trolling on and off. Things get interesting, but he has a different perspective on things here, saying how it's different on Xbox, and then, going from Xbox to PC, which is kind of the future because you already invested everything into your Xbox. Now you're going to be taking that experience to your PC for better performance for the same experience, better security. You can use the Xbox controller, use the PlayStation controller. You can do whatever you want. You can go on Nexus mod, get patches early while other people are waiting. You know what I mean? It's just like, why would I not want to be on my PC? Because it's kind of what they are now, anyways. So we get into this, and let's see where this goes. Let me know what you guys think. All right, here we go. Let me go ahead and get that early like, because that's what we do, man. Let's go.
What's up, everybody? Dog1985. There's levels to this. Got a quick video for you guys tonight. Actually, I don't know if it's quick. I'm lying. I just want to talk about this post that I put up on X that got some pretty weird reactions, at least weird to me. And I just want to have a conversation about it. So I'm minding my business. I hop on the Xbox app and I see everything that my friends are playing on the Xbox app, right? My friends, everyone that follows me and I follow them. I have a lot of friends, okay? So follow me on Xbox, follow me on Steam. You can follow me on PlayStation if you want, but I already don't play on PlayStation. But anyways, I went ahead and I posted a screenshot and I said in the caption, it's just different on Xbox. And the top, I think like 4 games that were being played were Call of Duty, Helldivers 2, Fortnite was on there, Gears of War Reloaded, and there was one more game I can't remember off the top of my head. It might have been Silksong, I don't know. But they were all games on there, and I just put it's different on Xbox, posted it, okay? I had people reply back saying all those games are available on PC and PS5. That was the first comment that annoyed me, because to me it's like it's almost like they can't read or they don't know or they don't comprehend. Like, I didn't say it's only on Xbox. I said it's different on Xbox. So obviously I know those games are also available on the PS5 and on PC, but it's different on Xbox.
I think I get what he's trying to say, like the investment of going into your PC and then playing on max settings rather than saying it's different on Xbox, only on the console. Now I think he's talking about a PC experience too. I think so. Let's keep going.
Right?
Okay.
Now, some people said it's worse on Xbox. That comment really annoyed me as well because it's a blatant lie. If anything, it's way better on Xbox for the simple fact that the majority of those games that I mentioned, all of them except for one, is on Game Pass. Fortnite technically is free, right? But all the other games that I mentioned are all on Game Pass. So I would argue it's better on Xbox. Now, if you're going to leave a stupid comment talking about like, well, no, I own it, realize that you don't own those games either. So don't be stupid, okay? Anyways, then this other comment that at first annoyed me, but I saw a lot of people had it. So I said, maybe I should explain this. So this is why I'm making this video is if it's so different on Xbox, why did you go to PC? And that one right there, I think does deserve an explanation, okay? Here's the reality of things, okay? I did move to PC from the Xbox Series X. The reason I did it was for performance, which at the beginning.
Yeah, I did the same thing because, I mean, it's just better. There's no reason not to. It's the future. And like I said before, you got mods, you got, any type of controller you want to use. Yeah, I mean, it's just clearly better and the future, and that's where they're going.
Beginning of this generation, when I was talking about performance and I was complaining about performance, plenty of times Xbox fans alike as well as PlayStation fans would leave in the comments, if you care so much about performance, you should move to PC. Buying an Xbox was dumb. You need to move to PC if you really care about performance. Well, now I'm on PC. So that's the reason why I moved to PC, was for performance, okay? That's number one. Number two, when people are saying, if it's so good on Xbox, why did you move to PC? It's almost as if they're being ignorant or don't want to admit the fact that all those games that I mentioned on there, I still have access to on PC the exact same way via Game Pass. I didn't have to switch my Game Pass subscription and nothing. The $20 a month that I pay for Game Pass was the same subscription, right? I just went ahead and bought a better piece of hardware, got gifted a better piece of hardware, got a piece of hardware that's a handheld as well, and boom, all those games that are on Game Pass, I have access to now. How is that not better? How do you not understand that? Now, because I'm so transparent, I'm honest with you, I can be honest with you and tell you that I prefer, now that I'm on PC, I prefer Steam. I like the way Steam does their stuff, their ecosystem and everything.
100% correct. And that's been the thing for the longest. That's why Microsoft has to make their stuff more attractive. Definitely if you're moving into an ecosystem where people's like, oh, well, Steam is dominating this world now. You're moving into a Steam-dominated world, and then they would team up and take that 30% cut off just to, like, be where they need to be. But, yeah, I agree. Like I said, when I get on my computer, I do not want to pull up the Xbox app to play my games. I'd rather go on Steam.
To the point that I have bought games that are on Game Pass on Steam just because I just like it better.
I can understand that too. I mean, it works.
But here's the thing. If at the end of this year, when we do the yearly wrap up, you find out that I played more on Steam than I did on Xbox, which, spoiler alert, I probably did. I probably have way more hours on Steam, playing games on Steam, than I do playing games on Xbox or the Xbox app. Yeah. But here's the thing. I could still recognize the value, and I can still recognize how different it is to be on Xbox. That's like saying that because I drive a Toyota or a Honda or a Kia, a Hyundai, whatever, I don't recognize that a Lamborghini, a Porsche, a Maserati, that I don't recognize those cars as, oh no, those are great cars. Like I don't have to be on that to recognize it. Or let's say I downsized from a Maserati to something else or whatever. Like, it doesn't mean that I don't recognize how good something still is. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So for people to go to me and be like, well, you moved to PC, how can you say Xbox is different? Like, no, it's really different on Xbox. It's just different. It's better. Those Xbox gamers, people that are Xbox gamers, are not spending the same amount of money that you are to play these games and are still having the same amount of enjoyment. There's not more enjoyment because you own the game. That's a lie. Now, there's nothing wrong with owning the game. There's nothing.
I know what he means. You could be stuck with something you don't like and get rid of it. It just depends on the ecosystem that you're in. Like in the Xbox ecosystem, like you're saying, you're not owning that anyway. So what does it matter if I cleared the game that night and you owned it and cleared it the next day and we both played it equally? You are kind of saving money if you don't plan on playing that game a lot. If you're beating all those games in that one window, because they would just become ghosts in your backlog. They do, you know what I mean? Because you're just sitting up there stacked. You're never going to touch them again. That's where the rental service does have its thing. There's some games that I just don't want to pay for. And I agree, Game Pass has definitely saved me a ton of money this year, regardless of what people want to say about it. From my personal subjective consumer experience, yeah, you still can't compare to it. And you guys know what I like, but I keep it real over here. Yeah, it's something, even though all the stuff we've learned about it this year from my channel and just from other outlets, I still would never want it to go away because it is benefiting us more than anything. And the corporations, like I said, they need to get their stuff together. Their budget, that's their problem. You know what I mean? Game Pass being in debt, you set it up like that. But we getting a benefit is what we need because they're always screwing over people anyways. Like the whole entire industry. Look at the price of gas, everything. You think consumers benefiting is necessarily a worry? No, not really. We're just telling the truth over here. No, we should be getting benefits like that. It needs to continue because they're not really losing any money. They have too much.
Nothing wrong with buying a game. That's perfectly fine. Trust me, I buy games as well. Contrary to what popular belief is, just go to my Steam and you'll see the games that I got. Okay, but I just wanted to make this video to make it very clear. Yes, I moved to PC from Xbox. But because I moved to PC from the Xbox Series X, doesn't mean that I left Xbox.
Yeah.
Xbox has allowed me to still be one of their gamers because they put their games everywhere and their service is on my platform.
Hmm.
Isn't that amazing? Now, let's say I unsubscribe to Game Pass like I've tried to do before in the past, but Game Pass keeps pulling me back in. But let's say I finally did it. I unsubscribe from Game Pass and never subscribe again. I will always play Forza Motorsport. I know that's one of the games that I'm always going to play. That's just such a relaxing game for me. So guess what? By default, I'm an Xbox gamer because I'm going to be playing an Xbox game. It just is what it is.
Yeah.
Just is what it is. They're going to get me. I don't play Call of Duty, so that's not my thing, right? I like Apex Legends. That's my first person shooter of choice. But as Xbox keeps dropping games, I'm going to be playing their games. If the game is good, I'm going to be playing it. So it just is what it is. I just want to make this quick video so that you understand. When I say it's different on Xbox, I don't have to be playing on the Xbox Series X or S to be able to identify that. A PC gamer can still look at it and be like, it's different on Xbox. Heck, a PlayStation gamer could look at Xbox and be like, oof, it's different on Xbox. The PlayStation gamer that buys all these games, the PlayStation gamers that bought Expedition 33, the PlayStation gamers that bought Silksong, right? The PlayStation gamer that bought Gears of War Reloaded, the PlayStation gamer that bought Forza Horizon 5 can literally look at Xbox and be like, oof, it's different over there. They're getting all these games for $20 a month. It's different.
You can even get a discount too.
Now, whether or not that's better or worse, understand this. You don't subscribe to Game Pass for just one game. So if you were going to say, hey, you could have bought Silksong for $20. Yeah, for $20, you could have access to one game, or for $20, you could go.
Oh yeah, I bought it because I want to support them. You know what I mean? That's 100% happening. They deserve that, definitely for that price, because it's a phenomenon where it's like, I'm not developing all of you, and I'm putting it now at 20. It's like, to me, it's a statement. That's a buy statement for the industry, the greed and everything. You got to buy Silksong. You know what I mean? That's the way I see that. But I can understand what Doc is saying, though. Even then, like, you'd be like, oh, well, I'm getting it for all these other games, and that's just sitting there, so I'm going to get to that, too. You know what I mean?
Go
So,
ahead and have access to Silksong and a whole bunch of other games as well.
yeah, Game Pass is
These are
great.
just facts.
Right.
If you were to go on Steam and buy Silksong and buy Hollow Knight I think is $15 right now. Silksong is $20. I know because I bought them. Okay, you're looking at $35,
Oh, man.
right?
Worth it, for sure.
$35. That's a month and a half of a Game Pass where you could have those games, beat those games if you're good enough, and then play other stuff as well. But I digress. It's different on Xbox. And I don't have to be an Xbox gamer to know that. Give props, give credit where credit is due, man. These Xbox gamers right now, these Game Pass gamers, I'm still a Game Pass subscribers. These Game Pass subscribers, like, yo, we in good. We in good. And the only thing I used to be able to complain about frames, I can't complain about it anymore because my hardware could definitely give me all the frames I want. Now you want me to not claim Xbox?
Doc Doc's repping that Xbox. He ain't moving, and he's doing what he does. Always enjoy his video. Brother, you know, we had to react this, but I get what he's saying, though. He likes his experience. He likes his availability no matter where he goes. He doesn't feel restricted. He can still get that Xbox experience on multiple devices. He's liking that deal on Game Pass. He's saving it a lot of money. He's eating. Life is good. You know what I mean? So in the Xbox world, you know, Game Pass is really good this year. We still got Ninja Gaiden around the corner, Call of Duty, and some other stuff. Things are looking well. All right, y'all, let me know what you guys think about this. Um, as I said, I've been on PCs. You saw I pull all my stuff on here too. I agree with them. It's the way to go for Xbox, and I like where they're going. And I look forward to even better consumer deals in the future. All right, y'all. Peace out. Have a great day. Later. Ponies, you already know what the deal is. Sit down.